Welcome, everybody. I'm Beverly Hills. This is the Revive Zone. I want to say thank you for subscribing if you're a subscriber. Thank you for watching, and thank you for liking and sharing. If you're not a subscriber, think about becoming one. All right? You just might like the content. Um, this video, I want to talk about the little bit about my product line, but in relation to the whole healing dynamic. Okay? A huge part of the healing process for us, or the healing dynamic in general, is that we have to be willing to do our part. Okay, like you can't say that you want to. We can't say that we want to heal. We want to go to a higher level, but we want to approach it the same way we've been approaching the lower vibrational. Okay, and an example of that is instead of instead of eating the foods that we need to eat so that we can remain as healthy as we can, even given that they've contaminated the foods they have to the extent they have, it's still eating raw fruits and vegetables is still healthier for you than not. Okay. So instead of doing that, one that doesn't want to embrace the healing process, they want the results, but they don't want to do the work. They would say, okay, well, I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat. I'm not going to include any of the things my body actually needs. And so when it goes awry and gets sick, just give me a pill to fix it. See, what's being healed in the universe is that very mindset. I want something that I'm not willing to work for. I want it, but I don't want to do the work. That's hard. That's part of this whole deception and betrayal piece. People want your life, but they don't want to go through what you've been through. They don't realize that it was a process to get where you are. They don't want the process. They just want what you have. So they look at you as a finished product, which is not even finished, and they think that they want that, but they don't want the work that goes with it. So a part of the process is that you have to be willing to do your part. Higher vibration, healing our soul wounds and living on a higher level is not going to come in any pill form. It's just not. Those are for lazy people. Lazy people want pills for everything. Yeah, I want it, but where's the pill? Where's the instant of it? Where's the part that I ain't got to do nothing for it? You can't go to a higher vibration with that, because that's not high vibration. That's low vibrational. So so a part of that process is that, okay, so you will have to do some work. So let's take my products for example. Okay, let's take my oatmeal facial mask. Okay, it's a dry formula. It's a dry formula, which means you have to add water. You have to do something to it in order to get it to the point where it becomes a mask. You have to add water to it. Okay, you have to be willing to do that to reap the benefits of it. So why is it a dry formula? The reason why it's a dry formula for me, the reason why I made a dry formula is because in order for a product to be ready-made, where you don't have to do anything but open up the jar, it has to contain a whole lot of preservatives to keep mold, bacteria, and fungi from growing in it. Okay. The reason why my mask is dry is because I'm not going to put any of that on my skin, which is the reason why I make my own products, is because I'm not going to put any of that on my skin. So I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to go that extra mile so that I can avoid all those things that actually break my skin out. Okay? So in this healing dynamic, you have to be willing to do the work. You can't be so busy in your life that and so busy and so important that you don't have time to do what you need to do for you. Because if you're so busy and important to be able to do what you need to do, well, how important is that? You're so important that you can't take the time out to do what you need to do for your important self. That's twisted and convoluted. You have to be able to put something into it. So let's look at it from this perspective. If you are in a relationship, okay, and your partner never spends any time with you, how will you feel? You will feel lonely. You would feel neglected, right? Right. Well, guess what? Your body feels the same way. When you're not willing to spend time with your own self, because really you realize it or not, the body is its own consciousness. We are not this body. We are the consciousness that inhabits this body. The body is its own consciousness. That's why, it's a good thing it is, because if it wasn't its own consciousness, then why do you think that you can't do what you want to it and get the results you want? You can only go so long not taking care of it before it breaks down, because that's the body's way of saying, oh, I'm tired of you and your nonsense. I'm gonna make you pay for this. You're gonna treat me right or else, or I'm gonna conk out on you. Because that's usually when the people change. Why get to that point? I don't see the point in all that. You have people have cars and things of that nature. They spend $50,000-$60,000 on a car and won't read the manual. Well, they don't make manuals now, but they got digital manuals. Won't read anything about it. You have a body, and you don't know anything about your body. You don't know what it requires. You don't know anything about your body, how to maintain it. Does that make any sense? It makes no sense. And then you go to someplace else so they can tell you what you need to do for your body. Do you realize that the medical profession it makes its money on illness, right? It doesn't make its money on wellness. No, it doesn't. It never has. Okay? Which is one of the reasons why the Matrix did not want the true healers alive and functioning. Okay? So, you have to be willing to do your part in what you say is your healing dynamic. If you're not willing to spend time with yourself, if you're not willing to take a product, make a tea. I don't want to make a tea, just give me something ready made. Well, that ready made has a bunch of stuff in it, other stuff in it to keep it ready made. You're not willing to make yourself a cup of tea. But you tell other people that you're a VIP. I would think a VIP would be worthy of their own time, right? You can't take that dynamic into a higher existence of living. You can't take that. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be left. You're gonna be left in the underworld with that nonsense. I want it, but I don't want to work for it. I want the results of it, but I don't want to do it. You can't go into a new earth like that. You can't take that low-level consciousness into a high-level conscious existence. It's not going to work. You have to be willing to do what you need to do for yourself. How are you going to go say you want higher learning, you want higher knowing, you want higher knowledge, but you don't even like water? In this physical vehicle that we're in, it requires water. All that information that you say you want, it requires water to be able to transport it through your body. The water is a crystal. It's a conduit. But you want your body to look like it drinks water, but you want to drink pop all the time. You're not willing to do what you need to do for you, but you want to look like somebody else that does. That's where jealousy comes in. Jealousy and envy. Because I guarantee the person that looks like they drink water actually drinks it. Okay? So, yeah. You have to be willing to do the work for yourself. You can't be so important in your own life, and you're so busy in your own life. You're so busy being important that you can't do what you need to do for you. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense to me. So hopefully this helps somebody or enlighten somebody or whatever, or not. My thing is to speak my truth. That's what I'm here to do. So remember, y'all, to thy own self be true. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.